Yeah.
Dad?
Oh yeah. Cheers, pal.
Thank you, lad.
Cheers.
Now it's time for our show to commence. Love for that, man.
Wait, so
When is it? When does it start rolling? Is it rolling already?
W bloopers.
That's fantastic for the bloopers.
Man, I thought he'd never leave.
Oh.
It took him long enough. Anyway, what you man saying, man? Well, this Chimps and Talk.
Well, yeah. It'll be part of that whole Trims and Talk. These are the guys who are instrumental in actually calling it Trims and Talk. Because if I remember correctly, if I turn this record.
It wasn't recorded.
It wasn't
No,
recording.
the other stuff was recorded.
What's up, guys?
No.
Welcome.
So cooked.
Welcome to Chimps and Talk.
What's going on?
Roll the credits.
You embarrass me.
Do not roll the credits. Don't listen to this.
You
dude.
are embarrassed.
Bro
Roll the intro.
thinks he's the leader.
He's not.
Just
Not him.
He's not. He's
the main
not.
character.
Was actually the youngest one here.
You wow.
Oh, he's the baby one.
You didn't need to go that far.
Yeah, go ahead, shut up, little bro.
Bro, no. Say it.
I think for me, like why today is super special is because I have my children with me.
Thanks.
You know, they well, a couple of them are the instrumental, especially for naming the podcast Trims and Talk.
Chimps and Talk.
Yeah, man.
Because the one,
Yeah, man.
wasn't you.
Yeah, it was.
included.
Thanks.
because I knew I had come up with some other. It was going to be called
Cut some conversations, innit?
yeah, cuts and conversations.
So long.
And like some
goodness.
conversation. It
Yeah,
doesn't
cuts
flow
and
off the tongue.
No, but remember the idea was that whole barbershop thing, and then you know, cuts and conversation seemed like the thing to do, and then then how did Trims and Talk kind of comes in?
Trims and Talk.
Yeah, because
got
suddenly
said,
that like
Chimps and Talk.
yeah,
You guys
sort
suck
of
at explaining like.
Well, to be
Well,
fair,
you're supposed to explain like what was the inspo like.
there was no inspo.
What were you
was
thinking? Were
literally
you
no
like?
inspo.
Was it a
we
shower
thought,
thought?
We thought of Trims
Straight
and then
off the dome.
talks, innit? Like,
Yeah, sounds
yeah,
sounds about right.
Straight off the dome.
straight out the dome.
Straight off the dome.
So on the far right is the
Indeed.
the
The one and only.
Oh, it's
the
him.
one and only
One and only.
TENN,
Indeed.
my older one.
That's me. What's going on? Let me look at the camera. What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Agreed.
Every
The
now,
crazy
now
one.
I'm always like,
What's trying to overthrow?
Oh, go on.
You know,
whenever he's trying to do that, I'm always gonna be here too. Oh, look, wait,
Dude.
talk. Look what he did. He just dropped
Dude,
it.
he's just messed things up.
Clown,
My fault.
He's not used to this life for real.
innit?
no use to the.
Not used to this.
Don't
Bro,
think about what's
you've been
up
adjusting. You've been adjusting it
You've been
for
adjusting
too
this
long,
thing for
bro.
quite too long, man.
You had
No,
all
no,
the
no.
time.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the headphones.
fault.
I mean, even the headphones.
man don't need to
I'm not
adjust.
even listening to the
Sometimes
headphones.
you just gotta press record and go.
You know what I mean?
Do you just copy my whole fit, bro?
All right, check this out. I got the jeans.
Bro,
You guys wanna
copy
see
my
the
whole
Tim's?
top half.
Look,
He was not wearing
dude,
this black
we
hoodie
can't
before.
see it.
No, that's cap.
Dude,
He
no,
does not- he
we're
does not- he does
recording
not-
now.
We're recording.
He doesn't own
Oh,
black
yeah.
Lock in,
hoodies.
bro. Lock
We're
in, bro.
recording
Lock
it,
in.
Fred.
We're recording now, yeah.
So
Starting over
who's
hoodies.
got? Oh, he's got you. Oh, right.
Yeah, just
Oh, you guys called up. Probably kind of called each other
copying
this
me,
morning,
bro.
and you're like,
I'm just not copying him.
Jayden, I'm gonna be putting on that
No,
black
that's
number.
Yeah,
Nah,
that is
that's not
true.
happening.
That is true.
He called Jacob. He was like, Jacob, what's Ben wearing?
On my
was that?
life,
Don't lie, bro.
that's
Don't lie
not
for
the
the camera, bro.
case.
Don't
That's
lie
not
for
the
the camera,
case. That's not the case.
What's Ben wearing?
All of a sudden, he owns black hoodies. But
what's he wearing?
I digress.
What are you wearing?
I digress.
Okay,
What do you-
guys. I mean, you know what my podcast is about. Trims and Talk is about mental health. Mostly, we talk about kind of.
Mental health.
Yeah, it's mostly about how to navigate mental health in a good way.
Mine's poor fam.
And because one of the things that we haven't really done since we started is talk to young people about how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing?
Oh, he's lying.
Decent.
Yeah, because
I feel like everyone around my age has a bit of mental baggage.
We're cooked, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like this generation doesn't like to communicate that. Oh no, they communicate it in a weird way,
Yeah.
right? Because like we've made the joke about being depressed, but like, do we even know what it?
What do you mean?
What it actually entails.
Yeah.
And people self-diagnose themselves all the time, to be honest.
Do you know what? I'm not trying to say people aren't that, but I've seen many people diagnose themselves with like ADHD, autism,
just not.
dyslexia. I've seen people fake being colorblind. Like, Like I don't know what's going on. Like, is it? I don't get it.
Jayden, we're going to be so cancelled, you know what I mean? You know, this is a legit podcast. It's not like one of those, you know, kind of TikTok play something that, you know.
That, bro.
I'm just telling the truth. Like, that's just what I've been seeing, you know.
I want to hear the truth, bro.
Come on.
I can lie and say that's not the case, but...
But no. I mean, you touch a point that, you know, like I know a lot of us will probably kind of see something that somehow will resonate with, you know, like something that somehow seems to make sense to us. And then we think that thing is part of who we are. And I guess that's how, you know, humans have always been, you know. You more or less identify with whatever you identify with. And you know, that makes sense. If it makes sense to you, possibly then it makes sense, right? So, you being the artist on the other end, I mean, I know your boys are kind of sort of, you know, kind of following and stuff.
Yeah.
What are you working on at the moment?
Me? Oh, no. Yeah. I just finished dropping something. So now this is like my rest time. Every time I do like, or drop a project, I like to just chill afterwards. Because it's like, when I'm in the process of doing that, my head's like all over the place. Like, everything going on at once. And then when it's done, released, I can just like take a week or two just to be like, I'm playing some games. I mean, I'm back at making music again now, but you know.
Is it? So that is so you didn't really take much time out of of your process.
I'll take a break.
Yeah.
But
what does taking a break for you look like really?
Playing games.
What game?
What game? What game am I playing right now?
Sonic Frontiers, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm playing Far Cry right now.
Oh, Far Cry.
Oh, first.
Fire game.
Yeah, Far Cry.
You say Fairs like you know what Far Cry is?
I do, bro.
What is it?
He's watched me play.
Seriously, which one?
Yeah.
6.
It was 6. I thought it was 6.
Oh,
my fault.
7's just not.
I said 4, bro.
4?
I thought.
4 and 6, that's not helping you,
Guys
bro.
not watching the same game. But yeah, I play games, I watch films. I just watched Captain America. That was crazy.
That was crazy mid. That was crazy mid.
Have you watched it?
Oh my gosh.
I think it's a beautiful film.
It was an awful film.
I'm not even.
I'm not even gonna lie. That Captain America film, the president was Hulk.
No spoilers,
No spoilers, man. Yeah, you know.
All right, fine.
People will.
Fine. I can't lie. Whatever. I feel like it was a bit of a weird turn in Marvel, in my personal opinion.
You think?
Yeah, I feel like it's just too.
But Marvel's washed anyway. Though.
Yeah, it's super washed now. and I came in with the fact that it was. No, I'll be so real. Like, I feel sorry for the newer generation. I think this is why the mental health is cooked. Because most let me make my point.
Oh, let me make my point. Let him make his point. Go on, Jayden.
We listen, but we don't judge. Here's what I will say. Back in my day, we used to have 5 shows, right?
What do you mean back in your day? I mean, you only like what?
Okay.
20? 19?
I'm 19.
Yes, you're 19.
I'm getting there. Okay.
So the back in your day thing is really like.
Yeah, I'm 20 this year. That's
crazy.
I think I've got like some pieces of clothing that are older than you. So.
Dang.
Okay, well. Well, I don't know. It depends how you take that.
Back in your day, you were saying.
Back in my day, this includes these lot too. The shows that we had were better than the ones that, my brother.
No, facts.
I see what he tries watching these days, I get upset. Full of mid, you know? I was, around that time, Iron Man came out, the first Iron Man, 2, 3, Hulk, we had Avengers, we had all that. Now I go and I see She-Hulk, which is like, no, I'm gonna be honest. She-Hulk was so mid. Everyone agreed it's mid.
Yeah, not too fair.
Be scared.
It was a bad
but
series.
It was a bad series. It got cancelled for a reason.
It was trash.
And then every other series after that. I mean, I think the only good Disney Plus era. I think the Disney Plus era of Marvel was so cooked.
Now,
besides WandaVision and Loki and Moon Knight. I think that those were pretty good.
We can't the animated ones like
is that Moon Knight?
That, they go kind of crazy.
The Spider-Man one,
the new one, what just came out.
That one's okay. That one's okay. Like, I feel like.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Moon Knight was.
Oh,
like,
Moon Knight. Yeah, where?
Moon Knight's pretty good.
But then do you think, like sometimes, going back to your point about, like that the mental health is cooked. Moon Knight is like schizophrenic, really.
Yeah.
He's
but like
multiple personalities, really.
Can relate to both of them.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and him are twins, but like I feel like that's good when media depicts mental health right. You know what I mean? Like sometimes media has this habit of like. Well, Moon Knight isn't really applicable to people because he's got superpowers.
He's got superpowers.
But like you can see the vision, right? Some people.
No.
Some people, some shows, which I won't name in particular, they take the mick. I'm not going to name them, but they really make me mad, She-Hulk in particular.
Oh my!
Why was she throwing it back?
No. Why are we doing this?
Can we? Why was she doing that?
Come on,
Bro,
but remember, at the end of the day, film is film, movies are movies.
Film is film, movies are movies.
Yeah, so really, you can't really expect. That's why for me, I struggle with your whole idea that sometimes, there's an expectation from either those who are in those platforms, celebrities and stuff, to be suddenly be viewed as examples like that your generation has to follow. Because I'm your generation, I'm sure you have celebrities.
Like Anthony Pierre, what's his name? Is that his name?
Aaron Pierre.
Aaron Pierre, bro. I kid you not. Why is he supposed to be our example?
No, he can't. I know I'm saying no one can be your example except the one you choose to be.
I feel like there's always going to be that next guy or girl or someone that people will like. So like it normally tends when the show blows up. I know a massive example is what was it? Wednesday? When Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Bro, at the time, everyone was like looking up to her. Everyone's profile pics were her. Everyone was glazing her. Next, the next person is, I don't know, The Rock or something. I don't know, like Michael B. Jordan. But like, I feel like these people are still humans. I feel like we should not like hold them as like
idolize them.
Yeah, idolize them. I feel like you can appreciate the things they make, but I also don't think you should base your whole life around them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then. For you guys, there's a generation of, it's nearly 20-something. I mean, you're no longer, you're still,
right, because
your guys are still young.
Yeah, of course.
But how do you do life without necessarily having to worry how other people view you? How do you do life without having to,
not possible.
It's not possible.
Oh, to think, I think it's hard to do life without having other people think of you, especially
social media.
Yeah,
Instagram and TikTok have made it impossible for people to like
even dating apps. The whole philosophy is like they'll depict I love making this point. You'll know their personality. You'll know whether you want them, whether they'll be good for you based on a single picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. That's how we live. One picture. We see that, we're like, and we move on.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, actually, you know what? You're active in the TikTok space.
TikTok.
You post a lot.
Yeah, that's your domain.
That's your domain. Explain to us.
I mean,
people are haters, man.
We are all active on the TikTok place. On the TikTok.
Okay. Yeah. We don't call it that.
No, TikTok.
The TikTok.
Okay.
No, but how? That's what I'm saying. Isn't there enough pressure in life in general without having to be further judged by people you may never see or people you may never meet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta have like. I'ma say it. Okay. Why can't I say it?
I'll go crazy.
I feel like I don't know why you can't restrict freedom of speech.
Go on.
I'm gonna ask for your.
And then I'm gonna edit this, and I will edit it again. Go on.
This is not making trims and talk.
I'll ask for your because I'm going off of what he was saying. He was saying like about like the expectations of people that you don't even know. Yeah. I feel like and especially with TikTok, Instagram, we idolize people that are very attractive. That's it.
Oh, no,
that's just the case. And I feel like those people that are attractive will say things or be with people that are also attractive, have money, have things going on. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like us, as our generation, will expect ourselves to live up to those standards right now. Like any point in life, we'll look at that and be like, well, how come I don't have this in my account? Man, I should be doing that by now. Holding ourselves accountable, blaming ourselves. When in actuality, it's like,
the grown man.
You're looking at
can't do all that.
Not even just grown men.
19.
Yeah,
six-figure job at that. What? I don't make any.
Especially with the rising, prices and things like that. Like chocolates, like £2.60 now. Like what's going on? Sweets are no longer £1 or £1.25. And that adds up. But what I will say is, in terms of like the expectations they put on us, it's like, well, we put on ourselves sometimes, but it's hard not to, because these platforms, we're looking at the top 1% of people that post their lives and show this, and they show the best parts. So we only see the best parts. We don't see how they did it, what happened, their grind and that. So I feel like, we have an issue when it comes to putting too much pressure on ourselves to be crazy.
So the gentleman on our far right, I mean, considering you being an artist, I mean, is there pressure to end up, kind of having to aspire to be like some artist in the States or some other prolific artist somewhere? Or is something that you had to learn at some point that, really, at some point I will have to just do me?
Yeah, you got to do yourself, man, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be, like, compared to other artists. And like, you could post something and, like, on TikTok, for instance, you might have someone in the comments, oh, you sound like this guy. You're like this guy. It's just like, bro. Yeah, but that stuff, it's like, you can take it as a compliment, but you just keep doing you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, because you don't want to be forever, like, listed as the person who's just like this artist or just like this artist. So doesn't matter what they say, doesn't matter, oh yeah, you sound good, you sound like this, you should do it like this. Just do it how you want to do it. Because at the end of the day, they like your sound, and if you change it to make it sound more similar to whoever they said, then they'll be like, now he's not original now. So, yeah, man, just gotta stick to yourself. Just do you.
And now being following in your brother's, well, it's not like following in your brother's footsteps, but it's like, it's a family thing, because your parents being musicians, prolific musicians, well, your mother is especially. How don't you get so much pressure from, kind of masking, like that concept of masking what it is that you want to do and growing in the environment is there pressure in that?
Not really, because I just can't be bothered to think about all that, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah, like when I do catch myself thinking about that, I just kind of ignore it, because it doesn't really help me in any way, shape or form. And then people are like, oh, are you doing this to try and be like this? I'm like, no, I'm just doing it for the sake of it, innit? Just to see what it's like. I'm just experimenting, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm just seeing where it goes. I'm not really too fussed on like comparing myself to other people and stuff like that.
But yeah. Like in every field, you'll always have like those moments where like someone will say something of like discouragement, and they probably don't mean it, But I feel like in that's where you make your foundation and like how strong and how much you believe in that, Like if someone, especially when you first start something, when you first start anything, that's when it's the most easiest to quit. You haven't put any time in it, you haven't committed to it. So, if you quit, it's like, okay, well, I didn't really do much anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you first start, that's when like the criticism, the comments, that's when they first hit. You feel those because you're starting and you want to know what other people think about your stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you can get past that, that is exactly when you are like strong in that foundation, and you can keep pushing. Everyone has their time, Some people do it like in a year, 2 years, 3 years. It doesn't matter. It's about the journey and how much you learn from each and every experience that you get put through. That's how I think.
But then how do you deal with that? Considering that, most of the stuff that you guys see on social media basically shows there are some people say, oh yeah, I posted this video and it blew up overnight, and I was trending, and I was this and I was that and I was that. Now I am a millionaire.
Nah. You know what?
I'm doing 6 figures.
I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. These industry plants, fam. These industry plants.
It's not true.
Why is that?
Fake.
And even if it is true, good for you, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be lying to myself. I'd be lying to myself if people weren't lucky. Yeah. I feel like in everything you have to be a little lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a good example is like, there have been many stories about artists, Olympians and stuff like that, where they've met someone, they've been through something, they were at the right place at the right time, and that was luck. But I feel like to increase your chances of luck is to do it. Like, there's no way for you to be a lucky artist if you don't produce music. There's no way for you to be a good basketball player, get scouted if you don't go to your games. There's no way to do that So to increase your chances of luck, you got to keep going. The moment you stop, that's when your luck goes. You know what I mean?
True. No, that was very true. So Ben, what has been because we talk about you drumming at 18 months, and what has
Oh my glaive.
why have you continued? No, but both of you guys were picked up an instrument when you were little. So I'm saying for Ben, you were like by 18 months he was drumming in
from
church.
a different cloth, man. It's mad.
We cut from a different cloth. But what I'm saying is like, why music?
Just something I grew up with, innit? If I didn't do music, I don't know, I feel kind of like, what am I doing, bro? Music just seems like something that I'm meant to do. So anything else. Like even when I was like back in school, trying to figure out what I wanted to study, none of that business or science or any of that stuff interested me. So just stuck with the music stuff because it's just, something I can do, something I know that I'm good at. And then if I go and take it on, I'll be all right. I'll be pretty good in it. It won't be too bad.
So who have been, your examples in terms of, like in the industry now that you have done, all that BBC Extra or all that kind of stuff that you have done? Who have been people who have been instrumental in sort of, kind of getting you on, kind of getting you to keep on in the path that you are taking? Because I know, sometimes the artist's journey can be a very lonely one.
Yes, it's a lonely one, man. There's not a lot of people. There's people there. Like I've got management, which is cool. Just help with like shows and stuff. But really everything else, like producers. Well, I work with other producers, but I produce myself most of the time. I record myself, so that's just me by myself. I'll upload to radios myself, so that's me by myself again.
Like, what inspired your sound?
What inspired it? Well, I grew up like listening to people like, let me think. When did I start doing it? I started in about 2016. So
Was it 2016 or was it earlier than that?
no, the artist stuff, 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the artist stuff. I started producing from ages ago.
Yeah, because
I started producing like hip hop and all that stuff before the R&B stuff. Like R&B stuff came late. That was 2016. That's when I used to listen to like Bryson Tiller, Chris Brown. I was like, oh, and then there's one artist, Eric Bellinger, and then after that, I was like, I feel like I could do something like that.
Yeah.
So from there, just worked on it. A lot of trial and error at first. It was garbage. We ain't ever going back to that. Oh my goodness, I deleted all those tracks because good grief, they were terrible. But now, it's like, what are we saying? 8 years, 9 years, nearly 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
What are
like,
you doing for your 10th anniversary?
10th anniversary.
10th anniversary album, EP coming
Might
soon.
have to, man. Might have to. That's next year, I think. Potentially.
But I mean, you guys are following in the same journey.
Yeah.
Hearing, how what a lonely journey it is for as artists. I mean, how do you guys deal with the whole idea of loneliness?
I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand for me anyway. I won't speak on everyone else, but like when it comes to, because I've always liked music since I was young, but I never thought of myself as anyone that could like try and do it. Like I was the type of guy to be like, oh yeah, nah, like you really gotta have like that look, that sound, da 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 da. So I never really put myself out there. I only did like a couple talent shows and like things like that when I was younger. But just recently, I've been getting into it, trying my best to find my sound and thingy. But I feel like it helps you self-reflect a lot. Me, when I do music, I feel like because you really got to dig deep into the places that you normally haven't really had to like scratch your brain at, and I feel like in times it does kind of get very lonely, but you can also use that to like drive you to push and like make better stuff. Like you may be lonely, but like that experience is shared with everyone else. You can put that in your music. You may be experiencing like a rough time in a relationship. You may be experiencing like a rough time with like family, anything. But like, I feel like music is like, I don't know, this is for me. Music, the feeling that you get from music is something that I don't think I can get from anywhere else. That type of medium is like, I don't think I've ever had a feeling that I've had for music in anything else. Yeah. It hits that hits that part of the brain, especially when it's something that you really mess with. I feel like you put on that song, your friends feel it, especially like maybe you're in the car, you bump that song, the bass is going crazy, you're like, you know what, you know? And I like that. And I want to share that with my friends. So I don't really care about stardom. I feel like the only thing I care about is like making good stuff and maybe, you know, other people appreciating my good stuff. That's it.
What about you, Jay?
Music, I see it like most like an outlet and stuff like that. So like say if I'm going through any issues, I just write about it. And then most of the time it turns out good. But like, yeah, it's more of an outlet for me, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like, I'm not really doing it to like blow up or anything like that. I'm just doing it for the sake of it. And then I've just happened to make some good stuff and do it with the people that I like being with. So it's cool. Yes.
Shout out to
everyone, man.
Shout out to who?
Everyone.
So, because my generation, one thing we never knew as a generation. I mean, my age group, which is like
Millennials.
Not a millennial. I mean, old head.
Unks is crazy.
Old head, unk.
You know what I mean? So it's I think my generation has. We didn't know this. We didn't know the whole idea of having a support system. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like we didn't have parents we could go to and talk about the thing that was bothering us, or when we were going through stuff or whatever. We didn't have friends who understood what we were going through. We will meet up. You will probably. Now that we're grown, we can talk to each other about the beatings we got when we were little. You know, like, because usually
you ever going
bonding over abuse is crazy.
Yeah, no. But that's it. It's like collective trauma. Most of us kind of deal with collective trauma, and we'll talk about those things that happened to us when we were young and stuff. But now we're talking. But it's not like we're talking at it as just memories of something that happened to us, without any ways to deal with it. But your generation seems to be more, you seem to be able to articulate those things that happen to you. You are very vocal about. Your generation is more in your feelings than any other generation.
But yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
How, I mean.
I feel that's a good thing though, no?
No, it is a good thing. It's a good thing, but it's teaching us a lot, you know, like about ourselves that we didn't know. Had we known what we know, what you guys know, I think probably there'll be a lot of us who are more emotionally rounded and available. You know what I'm saying? What has changed for you guys in your journey what's your generation? Well, you're still like Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z, innit? Yeah,
it's Gen Z.
Yeah, it's Z. Well, yeah, it's Z. Yeah, Z. It's yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
He's Z.
I don't know.
I do know the age bracket. He's Z.
Is it?
All right, cool.
So your generation, what is it that you guys are going through? What is it that when you are meeting up, when you guys, when you are together, what is it that you guys are talking about? What is it that you're sharing to each other?
Everything.
Don't get me started.
Everything.
You know what? If we're in a generation where information can get spread like pop, 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 pop.
Too quick.
You know this about this person. You know this about that person.
And everyone knows everyone.
Everyone knows
It
everyone.
just goes all over the place.
Like this guy's the most bait guy I know, right? No need to report. But he's so bait, it's ridiculous. So
I mean, he's got a point.
no lies. Even
okay, no, that's
bro,
hey
the
man,
bait is one.
you're bait.
hard.
You know what I mean? And it's like information can get traveled like easy. You know, you got group chats making fun of people.
Word.
Right on TikTok, you could blow up for like
doing the wrong thing.
Doing the wrong thing. You're doing
first.
this the wrong thing. You know
If you
what I
caught
mean?
the wrong place at the one time on TikTok,
Yeah,
you're
real.
finished.
You're finished.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But then that's the thing I don't get is like, because your generation also came up with that whole cancel culture thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's the
Some
thing is like,
emotional people.
It was bad. You know what?
But-
And you know what? It's Twitter's fault. I will.
Word.
I have like I feel like Twitter has. It's so bad for our generation. Like it was a good thing at first. It's called X now, but we call it Twitter.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you know, Twitter, you used it to communicate with, like, you know, different people and people, you know. But now it's like, okay, can we find a clip of someone saying a slur in like 2003?
2019 and then
You know, like, hey, this person's racist because they said this person's a little too dark, or you know what I mean? Like, I remember at some point, I don't remember when was the prime time. Prime time was probably 2023 to 2024. I'd open my phone. Every one of the content creators I used to watch was getting cancelled. I swear down.
every Pokemon thing, man.
Everyone.
Bro,
was getting-
every week, everyone was getting catching strays.
Who has the time to scroll down to the bottom of their Twitter?
Dude, it's like they were finding
Bro,
it.
they were like,
So
"Ah,
funny.
cool,
No.
we're gonna
At
find
some
certain."
point,
So
people
funny.
were forging it. Like, people were making fake screenshots, fake DMs. My experience I had was XXX.
Yeah.
Every single person I know, I'm like, oh, this content creator is funny. It's like, wait, did you not hear what they did? Oh,
Damn.
what
support
did they
them
do this
anymore.
time? Or like,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, are you watching that YouTuber? I'm like, oh yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, I don't think I can be friends with you anymore. He's racist. So, okay.
Everyone makes
Yeah,
mistakes.
but
man.
then-
Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone makes
I'm not
mistakes.
excusing it. Some of them are some of them
No,
make
some
sense.
people deserve to get
Some
cancelled,
people
to be
are
honest.
dumb, you know.
You think?
Yes,
Yeah.
no, some people need to come off.
But I'm getting a little scared because like now I have this mad mindset where I'm like, I'm not gonna judge you until I have evidence.
No, I think that makes sense. though.
Because now here's what happens. Someone gets accused, okay, and Twitter is filled with, sorry, not everyone on Twitter is dumb, but most people will have this mindset where if they see something, one person says it, if they have enough likes, they believe it.
Yeah.
They don't see if someone sheds crocodile tears, my experience with this person, you know, if you went through it, I'm sorry. But if there's no evidence, I can't fully believe you. But everyone does, and they dogpile on that person, ruining their mental. And like, you get scared of it yourself. Like, oh, what if I get blamed for something that's not my fault and I can't do anything about it? They have no evidence, but because they posted it first, I'm cooked. You know what I mean? It's like, and then a week later, it gets disproven, but your credibility is ruined. No one looks at you the same way, and not everyone is going to be. You get more attention from getting canceled than from you disproving it. That's proof.
Yeah, that's true.
More people care about ruining you than, you know, maintaining it. There's many examples of people who were disproving it, that it wasn't true, but their credibility was. No one wanted to hear what they had to say.
I think it's unfortunate, but that's your generation. But how do you come back from that initial mistake that you unknowingly made, or that thing that somebody took of you at some point and posted it, and some crazy thing came as a result of it? How do you come back from that without losing a bit of yourself? Because I think mental health, especially for a lot of us, our mental health is around that idea. It's like, how do you rise up?
It's around.
that.
It's around like, you know.
Just stop caring. fam.
Yeah.
No word.
No,
Stop caring.
it's
Yeah.
because
Like, you don't want. Doesn't really matter what people think.
Yeah.
about you, innit? So just move on.
that's like the main part of what people are afraid of. Like
Yeah.
what people would think. Everyone knows this, so now what? You know,
Perfect.
this thing about me's been exposed, so now what are they gonna think? This happened back in the day, so how are they gonna react? Because you've already at that
Couldn't give a
point, yeah. at that point, since it's already out there, you're just gonna have to just
Firm it.
Just
firm it. It's out. I mean, that's like in a way, that's the pressure off. You don't have to worry about that being out anymore. People already know. But I do not want that to happen to me. I'll tell you that. I do not want to go through getting cancelled. That sounds like a headache.
Can't get cancelled if you don't care.
Yeah,
Word. Just
because
saying.
like I've seen the arguments people make on comment sections on Twitter. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, it's mad.
it's brain rot.
It doesn't make.
It's brain rot. I actually can't believe you got the same education as I did. It's incredible that you formed that sentence, posted it, and thought I cooked. And then there's like 30 other people that agree with you, and it's like, okay, I don't know if I should really continue this argument anymore.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know. I think it's probably kind of human, how we are as humans. The fact that we will always have an opinion about stuff. But sometimes it's like my worry as a parent, as your parent, is that fact that, you know, like sometimes, you know, some of the things that fly about usually, because usually statements are made as a blanket statement. Black boys are this, white boys are this, Asian boys are this. So it's like
it's true.
You are basically put together as a group. It's like sometimes it's hard to even kind of. It's like you're talking. You mentioned the term. I mean, it's kind of you catch a stray.
Yeah,
you know. You catch a stray. Yeah, it's like because it's like.
Yeah, because one black guy messed up. We gotta. Are you,
What did I do?
You know what? We're going back in time. We're going back in time.
Yeah.
All right. We were in the UK. Everything was fine. All right. What was it? It was a football game. Soccer. It was Penn.
The Euros.
It was Euros. It was Italy versus England, I believe.
Yeah.
That was what it was. Okay. So we almost had it in the bag. I remember I was watching it. You know, I was really at the edge of my seat. We messed up. Okay.
Saka and Rashford.
We messed up. I kid you not. I didn't know what was about to happen to us.
Well, people are posting, we're gonna kill
We're gonna kill all the blacks.
I was genuinely like, wow.
Bananas were being thrown.
I watched it at a bar, right, with my friends.
Idiot.
As soon as he missed, bro's
Everyone's looking at
outside was scrapping. I was like, right, yeah, it's time to go.
because football fans gotta be the most emotional child.
Bro.
Like, I love football too, so I get emotional too. I yell at the screen, but I am not beating up someone because I lost 1-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, you know how it's bad? I remember my mom told me she was going home from work. She was like, there's a bunch of police cars and operators around the area. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I was like, I think there's a football game. I'm like, Mom, don't go to that area ever again.
Yeah,
don't go,
real.
because everyone's a bit emotional. Everyone's a bit excited, or maybe they lost. Then, you know, hands are being thrown.
So they want to kill.
So they want to kill people.
Yeah,
So how do you handle it though, as black boys, when something like that? You know, because for me, let me tell you, I mean, I'll be frank with you guys. Every time you guys leave the house, I am anxious. You know, anxiety and me are like that. I am anxious, and I worry that, you know, because I'm not worried that you guys are gonna act the fool out there. I'm more worried that there's somebody who's gonna be trying to who's gonna try and practice some nonsense on you. Because that's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I worry about. And I think many black parents fear that, you know, when you go out there, because it's not like people who love you out there. So it's like, we worry that, you know, that there will be some people who basically don't have any good intentions pertaining to you. So we will get anxious and get worried and stuff. But then, how do you safeguard yourself from, how do you keep yourself safe in that environment, though?
There's actually nothing you can do about it. I'll be so real. It's not like I can be like, hey, guys, I'm one of the good ones. You know, you can't say that. It's really about the person, the people you're around, isn't it?
Mostly
right?
keep yourself to yourself.
Yeah, don't hang around the wrong crowd.
Don't excessively like be loud and stuff like that, because some people just scream for no reason.
Yeah.
So what do you mean?
You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. But
So are you trained? So you have to self-regulate all the time. You have to
Basically.
censor in some way.
just be a law-abiding citizen, and I think you'll be decently all right. You know what I mean? You know, get your head up high. Don't hang out with the wrong crowd. And I don't know, just don't be excessively loud, like he said. They don't like that.
But it's like, which is no you, Jayden, because you are exactly the opposite to that. How do you then?
Ones.
Yeah, you
No, I
guys
mean,
are like,
he's
they're like,
cooked.
or maybe that happens only when you're at home.
Yeah, no, I'm only loud when I'm home. Like when I'm outside, I'm kind of like I'm a code switch. When I'm with people I care about, you know, I'll just be loud because like if you don't like it, then you just tell me. You know what I mean? I want that type of. But when I'm outside, you know, some people, I'm just to myself. I keep quiet, you know. I go from point A to point B. Please don't talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I see someone on the tram when I'm going to school, I put my AirPods and you still keep talking to me. Why are you doing that?
Real.
No, can we actually have like an intervention about that? I know people see me as an extroverted guy. I see why. But when I'm on the tram, I'm heading to school. It's Monday morning. Okay, I'm tired. I had no breakfast because I woke up late. I see you see me. I put my AirPods in. That's the code. Like, okay, man, I'm okay with you, but right now, I'm to myself. Why do you keep talking to me through the music? I say, huh? I take out my AirPod. Say, okay. I put it back in. They keep talking.
Well, it's humans.
Stop it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to say this to you because it's mean. I don't want to ruin your Monday and be like, I don't want to talk to you right now because no one wants to hear that.
That's the thing. It's like, you know, initially when the whole, like, because I've always been worried about the whole idea of it. I mean, I put on headphones, myself. But for me, it's to block every loud sound.
Block the real life. You know?
Just to block every, you know, sometimes sound can be overly stimulating. And sometimes you want to contain it and bring yourself closer.
That's why you got the Apple AirPods 4s.
Noise cancellation.
Noise cancellation.
We are not sponsored. We are not sponsored.
You can even find the case.
Oh, look at the screen. Look up.
And if you want to talk, it turns down the music for you.
Did you know that I have an iPhone 2?
What do you mean?
So
Got an iPhone 2?
I've got an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I feel like maybe you should sponsor me, maybe.
Has everyone here got iPhone 15 and up?
Okay.
I've got an iPhone 15 and up.
We got iPhone 15.
Is that iPhone 12?
No, come on.
So,
Crazy.
you know what it is?
Does that even have like AI Siri or
There's actually
something?
no need for that.
There's actually no need for that. There's
Bro's thing
none.
is obsolete.
Bro doesn't even have the
No,
new
no,
widget.
no,
He
well-
doesn't have the new widget thing. That's actually lame.
literally that.
That's lame about.
Come on, it works. It still works, man.
Exactly.
Works,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
barely.
phone is a phone, man. And besides, I mean, you know,
At
you
this
never
point, it's
know. I
getting
mean,
Android.
his birthday is sometime soon. I mean, I'm sure, you know, Apple can,
Sponsor.
It's just not
you know, can
sponsoring.
sponsor him, you know,
sponsor this
with an iPhone 16. You know, I mean, you know, iPhone
I'll
16.
give you an Apple T-shirt at best.
You know the worst part about not having an Apple as a old Android user,
Yeah.
right? I think Androids are pretty neat. Okay,
Oh.
I think Androids are pretty neat. But I think the worst part about it is that everyone had an Apple, so you send them a text message, it's green text.
Yes, screen.
So not only can you not say, it doesn't say delivered, it doesn't say read.
I'm just
you can't
not
send
replying to that.
Yeah.
You send the snap's pixelated, the emojis are goofy.
Not, but yeah, the emojis are the worst.
They do everything in their power to make
And you
to
just
make
can't
it.
FaceTime.
You can't FaceTime.
You just
Yeah,
can't
you
FaceTime.
can't
Apple-
What do you
Apple
mean
did a
you're
good
calling me on
job.
Snapchat? What do you mean you're calling me on WhatsApp? Stop this right now. Get
You
an
know what?
iPhone and
I
FaceTime.
hate FaceTimes though because I think Apple
Get a nice
purposefully
tone.
makes them trash. They just don't. They just lag sometimes. I just
Nah.
Yes.
Not even,
That's your Wi-Fi, bro.
No, they do.
It
It's
is
like,
your
oh,
Wi-Fi.
What was it again?
That's your Wi-Fi, bro.
I've seen too many TikToks to know it's not my Wi-Fi. You know,
Your
I've
Wi-Fi,
seen like
bro.
the example of when you're on FaceTime and you just lag like 300 milliseconds later. Oh, it's
I haven't
a
lagged
headache.
in time.
It's a headache. I haven't been on FaceTime.
My
in
FaceTime
time.
was already. Oh, first.
Yeah, I'm on my like.
WhatsApp video. Is that you, yeah?
Who uses it? You know what? WhatsApp to me is still like. It's
What's
like,
up is obsolete.
Let me tell you, a friend of mine.
Facebook is obsolete. I don't get
Why
that.
is it Facebook?
You know what I think is goofy? Going on Facebook and updating your relationship status.
Come on.
We're not doing
come
this.
on.
Hey guys.
We're not doing this. We're
It's
not
like,
doing
oh, congrats.
What
You
are
got
they
that
doing?
cool little animation now. Imagine you look at that. I know there's going to be someone that they open their Facebook.
this. Who are you
Damn
updating
it!
it for real?
Oh, they're in a relationship.
Who are you updating it for? Because no one's on there.
You have three,
No one your age
you
is
have-
on there.
You have 3 friends.
There's no one your age.
It's
in-
literally
on Facebook.
your
Come
family.
on.
Your family
Your
members
mom,
now
your
know
dad,
you're in a
your
relationship.
grandma, your
auntie,
uncle.
Just tell them in person. Just say,
Literally.
hey guys, I'd like to introduce you to my new partner.
So eager.
Yeah.
How
how
eager.
how
eager.
greedy, and they always get cuffed up before Valentine's Day just so they can spend a bunch.
Real. Spend your whole
I kid you not.
paycheck.
Hey, so
a-
yeah,
yeah.
actually, to your point, Valentine's was not
let's
too
get
long
into it.
ago.
Oh,
so,
let's get into
Let's get into
you
that.
know what?
So
That's
how
a
was
topic
it? How
I
was
wanna
it?
talk
How was
about.
it for you guys? I mean,
Yeah, how was your Valentine's Day?
how is your mental health since Valentine's?
My mental health since Valentine's absolutely perfect.
Is it,
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing to complain about. Yeah.
I see it in his eyes. Look at me.
Jay?
Oh,
You,
me,
bro.
my Valentine's Day was actually pretty neat. Yeah, I just went out with a girlfriend of mine. Not my girlfriend, but a friend of a girl.
Oh,
a friend who's a girl.
my goodness.
Now,
fairs.
Yeah, no, a friend is a girl because why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, same, bro.
I just said, hey, you want to go out? We went out, and but the thing is, right, in going through all that, I saw a ton of movie scenes during the train stations in the area, and all I'm thinking is, I remember on my phone, it was ridiculous.
You know,
on my phone, everyone was posting like, no, obviously, happy, good for you. But I know all of them.
I think it's a bit too much.
I know they were doing too much. For example,
you just didn't have to post all that.
Like three like individual, like, okay, we get it. This is for you and your days. Put your phone down. This is your day. Put your phone down. And I feel like flexing is very big in Valentine's Day. You gotta who gets the better present? Oh, roses are too little now. We need them to be covered in glitter. We need them to be covered in $1 million bills. Bust down roses. I remember I was walking by, a box of flowers was 60 quid. I was like, jeez. I can go to the garden and pick those up, I remember I pointed at them. I was with her. I was like, those are 60 quid, Obviously, I sounded like a beg because, as a man, I'm supposed to be like, oh, light work, I'm gonna buy you that. But I best believe I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was
crazy.
It's crazy. I feel like.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you being the lyricist and the.
Indeed.
I bet many a song has been written as a result of. The Valentino.
Oh yeah, you had like the whole like
Saint Valentino.
You had, like a Valentine's Day drop and everything.
Indeed.
So like no
all
hashtag
stores
ad.
now go stream that.
Hashtag ad. He had like a Valentine's Day drop. You can still use it now though.
Yeah, I could still use it now to be fair. But yeah, no, Valentine's was cool. Went to get food. Went to watch Captain America.
Well, I watched it too. Disappointed at that.
I was the only one that just didn't watch it. Yeah, so.
All right, but yeah, other than that, I didn't do too much. To be fair. Like,
because your EP dropped on
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Smart marketing.
Yep. And but I didn't do too much. I'm not trying to like do because really Valentine's Day. Why have I got to wait for one day?
Word.
You know what I mean?
When you can love every day.
I can love every day.
You're my Valentine every day.
Exactly.
You feel me? You're my Valentine every day.
Go on, Jay.
Random question. Say if you're dating someone, do you think you have to ask them to be your Valentine?
Yeah. I feel
No. It depends.
No.
No, wait. It depends. Some girls don't care. Some girls, they'll take it to heart.
Me personally, my opinion of it is you got to do it. Now let me explain why. It's just a bit romantic, isn't it? I feel like the romance. Valentine's Day, the whole thing is like the common iconic line is, will you be my Valentine?
Real.
So if you're dating someone and you don't hit them with the will you be my, it's like, where's the love gone? You're basically showing that you think you're already in a 10-year relationship and the lens basically fizzles out.
You don't have to do it, but
it's better.
Yeah. Like, I don't do anything crazy like do it like a pre-gift before the day.
Yeah, then you're just being silly.
Then you're just
a beg.
Then you're begging it. A pre-gift,
begging it too much.
A pre-gift, and then another gift. It's like you're breaking the bank.
Pre-gift,
don't spend too much.
Don't spend too much.
Don't spend too much.
And the post-gift.
Yeah,
because don't spend too much.
Don't spend too much
on food,
on gifts.
Come on. That's a generational thing. Because I didn't know. Let me tell you, I didn't know about Valentine's thing until like probably I was a grown man. No, we didn't grow up with Valentine's. Yeah. Simply because there are certain things that I find in the West which I think don't make sense. There's a lot of things that don't make sense. Because I think if love is love, then you will do love every day.
All the time, yeah.
And you will also value the people that are around you on a day-to-day basis. And I am an advocate for constantly reminding people that you love them. Like regularly, without fail, and without being apologetic in any way. You tell people who mean a lot to you.
Stop waiting once a year.
Yeah, don't wait once a year.
Me personally, I think it's just like a marketing strategy.
Oh, okay.
No, it is.
It is.
No, I hear it.
Because it is just because I feel like it's like money. I think because you get a half term off or something like that, and then you get to spend a lot of money on gift and things. Shops become themed like that, and then also everyone, collectively decides they want to get in a relationship for a couple months.
Real.
And then during wintertime, summer, sorry. They collectively decide they don't want to be cuffed anymore.
Yeah.
We outside now. Oh, sorry, I gotta focus on myself. And then you see them at wireless with Drake. And it's like, okay, why is my girl at wireless? And the reason why I made that joke is because someone actually went through that. I know someone that was dating. So I said, weren't you dating someone? So now they're at wireless, fam. Oh, okay.
They're going through it this year because Drake's there for 3 days
Drake
straight.
Drake
party next door.
party.
Vibes Cartel.
You're joking.
Yeah.
You're
Say it.
joking me.
Yeah, so
It's 3 days.
3 days, the whole weekend, bro.
Like I said, Drake
over your
and
weekend.
That's ridiculous.
Jeez.
Yeah, but this your generation. I think your generation is doing life, in the most. I think, let me tell you, I think if I lived during your generation,
Oh, jeez.
I'll
You'd be
probably
upset.
be super depressed.
Oh, great.
I mean,
No, fair enough.
I hear it.
No, because it's hard. Let me tell you, life is hard.
Yeah. Expectations,
But-
body dysmorphia,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It hits us all, man. Like, and everything can get shown to you. I mean, now we're desensitized to like seeing tsunamis, floods, death, war. Like, World War III's happened. Oh, here we go again. Another war's going on. Here we go again. Like I remember I picked up my phone. I showed my mom. That's how I know my mom wasn't desensitized. I showed my mom. What was it? America? It was like Arizona fires or something.
Oh, the fires.
The fires.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, look, this fire. And my mom was like truly devastated.
Yeah.
And but I could see in her eyes, like, I was used to seeing this all the time, and that wasn't good.
Yeah.
My mom was like really upset by this, like, wow, this is bad, And I was like, yeah, this is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But then you scroll again, and then you be seeing
brain rot.
brain rots. Like
memes and
and it's like one moment you see donate to this charity, and you see something sad, and you obviously feel bad. You scroll next, and you see some guy saying skibbity toilet. It's like, what's going on?
Okay.
We live in a generation where we think that's funny now. I can't believe that. We're supposed to be the most like technically advanced. We've got
And evolved.
ChatGPT,
We're just cooked.
AI.
Emotionally
But you know
evolved.
what we do with AI?
Oh,
Yeah, you've
listen,
seen it. You've seen it.
AI,
It's
AI is crazy. I've seen some devious things.
you know what we do with we get artificial intelligence. We've been talking about this in movies.
Yeah.
Back to the Future. I watched it with these guys.
Yup.
They were talking about our year. We had flying cars, hoverboards.
We just don't have
We don't
that.
got that.
any of
Instead,
that.
we
We
got
ain't
an
got
AI that has
And
Will
it-
Smith eating spaghetti.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
I love it here. man.
Yep.
I love it here.
So I mean, how do you maintain a good balance in terms of your mental health, especially with all this crazy stuff that's happening around you?
You gotta take some breaks at some point. Take some social media breaks, man, and just chill and surround yourself with good
people. I feel like hanging out with friends.
Yeah,
Friends and family. I feel like
Oh, yeah,
I'm joking.
hanging out with friends and family. Yeah, my goat for real.
Yeah.
But what I will say is like, you gotta surround yourself with some nice guys.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're cooked. Absolutely cooked.
Isn't there like a saying like you are who you surround yourself with or something? I believe
there's truth in that.
that can
There's truth
also
in that.
apply to like that's how you feel and mentally think.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever surrounded yourself with people that you think are not the best and you feel like your mental health is going down because of it? I have.
School.
Yeah.
School. Yeah.
Now they were saying something about that if you are in the presence of high achievers, your sense of that like something moves up.
What
But-
urgency?
No, your sense of your sense of being, kind
Your
of
sense of
moves up.
self?
Or sense of self, kind of moves up. But if you surround yourself with people who are no good, you are actually 30% down. Then you know what I'm saying. So it's like, because people somehow I think will resonate with each other, and sometimes I think it's like, the people who are around you, you lose each other. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Sometimes people, like you're saying, sometimes they hang around with people and they are, you live
Goodness
dumber
me.
than than when you first met them.
What?
What you trying to say about Jayden?
What?
Nah, nothing. I just saw something. What I will say is, what were you I'm a bit distracted. Anyway, I remember I was gonna make a point. I was gonna say that can go both ways.
Yeah.
Because like some people can surround themselves with high achievers and feel a lack of self-worth. Like, damn, I suck.
Yeah.
This person is doing this, and that, and I can't do. I'm the worst. And I feel like those people don't get represented enough. It's always like, you gotta surround yourself. Even everyone, family members would be saying, when you go to school, make sure you go with people that are really smart. And some people are just talented. And once you need to understand that, you need to know that, like, you need to compete with yourself. Every battle should be against yourself, and you should let other people around you support you, not like compete with. That's how you should do it. You know what I mean?
No, that makes sense.
And help others
does.
around you as well, you know? Not to get all inspirational, but that's my...
No, that makes sense. It really does. It really does. I mean, this
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So what's the next thing for you, gentlemen, in your musical journey? What are you working on at the moment?
Hey, these two are working for real.
We're gonna go to the studio today.
So
we're gonna try doing something, you know.
I'm just there to produce.
He's just there to produce and help us with the. It's actually, I feel like you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of glaze. I'm gonna do a little bit of glaze. I'm gonna get a lot of slack from this guy from saying this. But
Glaze
like,
me.
never mind.
No, go on, bro.
I'm in awe with his producing. You know what I mean? I feel like producers to me are wizards.
No, it's true.
And I've always-
Don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know exactly.
I
what you mean.
appreciate music artists in general. They're very, I think they're just the things they can do and the emotions they can evoke. It's wizardry, in my opinion. It's ridiculous how they can just take a sound and be like, you know what? I'm gonna mix it up like this, do a little bit of that, and then a vocalist comes in and he just makes it like to a whole potion. It's like, that's fire.
Because let me tell you, it's like when I was watching the last clip that you have on your
TikTok today.
on your TikTok, you know, one of the
Studio one.
studio one.
He posts.
Oh, that one.
When
That was pretty good.
Kamara says, "Say it with your chest," you know what I mean? Like when you say,
I said that.
He
you
said
say,
that.
with your chest,
said
you
that.
say
Said
it.
it
Say.
to himself.
Yeah, but that's that to me, and then him just turning that vocal line to what comes out to me, I think is genius.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's cool.
this is awesome. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing that.
But then
that's
it's
my
like-
that's my new series, man.
Is
Oh,
it?
fast.
MacBook Files.
The MacBook
So I
file.
just work with different producers and artists and just film the whole thing. Just the whole session. That was like 3-4 hours. Just made a 1-minute video out of it, but you know.
No, I hear it.
And that's how you
Yeah.
gotta do
And
it.
that was all from the laptop, the photo
Is
booth
it?
app. Just put it there and just press record and that was it.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, like one thing that I nearly forgot was because when you started off, you had like a group of other producers in the States and whatever.
Yeah, everyone's doing their own thing, man. I mean, we still work. We
Yeah.
still work and stuff. But yeah, everyone's going crazy, doing their own thing, writing for big artists and producing for big artists. So it's like, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, some people don't do it anymore. Some people just decided they want to just do something completely different. But yeah,
Yeah,
man,
that's
it's cool.
life, innit?
Yeah.
Because on your latest EP, you got a guy again, another producer from the States.
Yeah, Danny. He's
Yeah.
tough.
Shout out to Danny.
Yeah,
Man like Danny.
Danny,
Shout out to
madman. He's a madman. He's one
Mm.
of my favorite producers. So we got a lot coming. Yeah, indeed.
Because in the past, some of the notable what is like Ralph
Tresvant Jr. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out Ralph. We got some stuff on the way. I just
Even-
helped him write one.
Oh.
So that's gonna be cool.
Even me and this guy,
Mm.
you know, I can see what he's capable of.
Mm.
I feel like with me and maybe him too, I feel like it's not about like, oh, I need to make it big. It's more like, oh, I want to have fun.
Yeah.
As cliche as it is, it's like, oh, you
That's
just
what
want
it's
to.
about, man.
It's really about fun. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
Is it still
happens,
fun
happens.
though?
What? No, it's fun. It's fun.
Is it fun or is it
he
work?
hates his
It's
job.
both.
He
But
hates
like,
his job.
when I've took a break and I can get back to it, then it's like, yeah, this is fun. Like at the moment,
Burnout.
yeah, I'm just like,
Burnout.
actually, no. To be fair, today I was like, yeah, I'll do something. I don't mind. But then I might have tomorrow, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, but it's still fun, especially working with other people as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like working with people. Some people, not everyone. Some people I'm just not working.
What's your
with
worst experience? I need a leak.
Worst
Don't
experience.
name the name, but like
Not naming names. Yeah.
who's like what was the experience that you were like, damn, this is this. So I want to get out of here.
Oh,
I want that. I want that. Give me the worst one. It's like
I can't say, man.
no, please. Okay.
I'll get cooked.
Off the pod. Off the
Yeah,
pod.
get cooked.
They'll know straight up who it is.
Yeah.
They'll know straight up who it is.
Oh jeez.
Dad already knows who it is.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to know.
Hey. Sometimes things are the way they are, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's the same. It's like your mom. I mean, as much as she. I mean, I know she. Because it's like sometimes I listen to some of the stuff that she does, especially around the whole classical music and stuff. And I think the mental energy that goes into every instrument.
Oh, it's long.
It's like because.
Mom's cooking for real.
Yeah, because it's like it's some next level headache.
Yeah, she spends days
I just don't
on
know
the
how
same
she
thing.
managed
Yeah,
to do
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
I could not hack that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't. Sometimes that's why because for me I still maintain that everyone who's a creative is on the spectrum.
Probably.
Because for you to be able to navigate that space.
Yeah, but you do it too.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
know.
fair point.
Self-report.
That's just off the Richter.
So wait, you guys saying that you lot are all on the spectrum?
You
Yeah, I
you
know.
make music
Yeah.
too.
Well,
Whoa.
It's hard,
you're-
man.
you're
It's
not
hard. It's
different,
hard.
Jayden.
It's not.
Oh,
It's not for the normal people.
Yeah, it's
never
not.
been
It's
over.
not.
Yeah.
The brain does. There's no way your
Yeah.
brain can operate the way it does when you make music.
Yeah.
You have to dig somewhere in the brain.
yeah, you have to.
That's why you need to take breaks. I'm telling you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Burnout. is one
But
of the
that's what I'm
most-
saying. So I mean, like talking about, like I openly talk about my own issues, with sort of like mental health and what have you. Have you? Because like you look in the States and a lot of your generation, some of your generation are now saying, we understand therapy.
You
If
understand it now.
therapy was offered to you, would you take it?
No,
Oh,
Probably.
jeez.
Why not?
no, I don't think I can do it.
Why not?
I don't want to give you money to talk about my feelings.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't like
the idea
I don't
that
like
you're-
talking to people that I don't know.
No, I don't want to disrespect
Yeah.
therapists. I think you guys are
No,
professionally
yeah, like,
trained. And
therapists
if
are
some
cool.
people need it, they need it. But like, I don't think I need it to the extent where I need to start
Yeah.
paying like 30 a session. It's like
Yeah, therapists are cool, but I'm not about to tell you about
monetizing my
business.
feelings.
If it's free, I'd do it.
No, because I
not
just
even
don't
free.
know you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
I just wanna see
but
what
that's
it's
the
like
thing.
to-
Sometimes I think it's better if somebody who doesn't know you, because then they
No,
because they
feel.
can't
fair point,
judge you
fair
or make
point.
They
their
can't tell
opinions.
nobody.
Yeah.
Like it's non-biased. It's like
Yeah, it's
true.
I
not
feel like
biased.
sometimes there are some things you can't tell your parents,
Yeah.
True,
and
true.
and you can't tell your friends.
Okay.
But with me, I just write in a notebook and
Ooh.
journaling.
No,
I
first,
hate to
that's
self-report
idea.
myself. I don't really tell people, but I journal sometimes when I'm like,
Yeah.
but like I don't want to
to
pay for it.
You don't want to pay for it.
But therapy is good. I've seen it can help people,
Yeah.
but I don't need it. Like I wouldn't say I'm mentally the best, but I'm not in need of therapy.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm in need of like I can talk to a friend, a family, or note it down, or make music, go outside, play basketball,
Indeed.
play a game.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Laugh with some friends, and you're like, oh, forget it, I'm all right now.
Indeed.
Never suppress sadness.
Yeah. Never suppress sadness. I
Yeah,
like
because if you do, I know I've seen so many friends self-destruct, including myself.
Yeah.
When you bottle it up, you don't talk to anyone.
Yup.
Oh my gosh, it's so silly.
Oh, mate.
Someone in school needs to teach it because I didn't know. I thought, as a man, especially as a man, I'll be so real. And obviously, I'm saying like when you're taught in a family, when you're taught like as a man, and parents don't mean it, but it's just basic rules like, oh yeah, you gotta be toughen up. Whenever you fall on the floor in football lessons, get up. You're fine. Like, oh, my leg hurts. Oh, you're good. So at a young age, you're like, okay, I'm all right. And when you say I'm all right, you're actually just not all right. You're not all right. And, things build up one moment and then you do something mad silly. Maybe you blow up at a family member. Maybe you say something you didn't mean to say.
Yeah.
Maybe you just start feeling it. And it's like, I don't want to do anything. I'm going to lay down and sleep all day. You wake up in the morning after sleeping for like 10 hours. I'm a bum.
Real.
The cycle continues, but that's because you haven't talked about it. I don't know if everyone else goes through that. You guys go through it?
Yeah.
It's like,
I hear it.
never bottle up your feelings.
To end off, there's a question which we asked the first time that we started on this podcast. We went to Faith's barbershop.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we asked men in the barbershop about when is the last time you cried.
Damn.
I don't know actually.
I don't know. Life's been pretty good
You're real.
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not been too bad. 2025 started off pretty nice.
We've only got 2 months in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
That's what I mean, so yeah.
I feel like I've been.
Ask me again in like April.
Yeah.
I might just broke down a good 6 times.
I've been too busy to cry.
Yeah, word.
Yeah,
You
I've
know,
just
there's
been working,
there's
man.
been Christmas, then there's been like you got no money after Christmas
Yeah.
because Christmas took all your money. You got January, you get your money up, then February took your money because of Valentine's Day, and then it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been grinding for real.
Yeah. I feel like the real question is what invokes the most emotion in a person? What makes someone cry the most? What hits someone? Is it
Life,
a
bro.
relationship, connections? I feel like it's
I think it's just life.
overwhelming. Yeah.
Overwhelming.
I
for
feel
sure.
like, especially my personal thing that almost like that overwhelms me is, you know, as I grow up, there's like stages to growing up, and in the stage I'm in, I feel like everything's super fast. I'm supposed to know what I'm doing when I'm older, know what I'm applying for, know what I'm, you know, they tell you to like predict your 10 years. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I hate that question so much.
Same.
Because it's such a silly question because you don't know.
You don't know.
You're telling me to be a fortune teller, and it just puts too much pressure on everything. I'm supposed to make the perfect choice.
Indeed.
Whoops.
Yeah. You just basically bummed us out, you know, with that.
I mean, it's fair.
It makes sense.
It's life. Like it was a very sad question.
No,
You're not-
but no, it's not. No, you know what? For me, this is the thing. It's like one thing I have, you know, why I'll probably say, you know, I have enjoyed this afternoon is because one, we don't get, as much as we do have some of these conversations, we never really feel so. Why I actually decided to invite you guys today because I know if we were anywhere else, we wouldn't talk.
Real.
You know, we will
Oh,
talk,
yeah, no,
but we
yeah.
wouldn't talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Real.
and I think for me, I think it's necessary for young boys and men, and father to sit down and just talk about life in general, because we're so busy doing life that sometimes we don't hear each other and we don't listen to each other and respond to what we hear. Because sometimes there's
Yeah.
the in-betweens in the conversation, you know what I mean? I mean, I know with you, I mean, sometimes we'll sit down and have a meal. Your brother is always busy. Hey, we went for
I've not been
breakfast.
invited.
I just don't go for
we
meals.
went for breakfast.
I went for breakfast once.
That's
Imagine-
At least
We're
you've
the only
been.
ones to.
I've just
I
never
know
been.
what it was.
Don't worry, bro. I didn't get invited either.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think we should make this a hobby. You know, kind of have brunch. You know, probably like.
Have us back.
Every
Have
other
us
one.
back.
Yeah, we'll
If you
bring
like,
back-
have us. Bring us back. Bring us. You know you love us.
Oh yeah,
You know you
of
love
course
Next
I do.
episode for real.
Next
Of course I
episode,
do.
we'll talk about the issues in
No,
Sheffield.
If we
Oh
don't
my
get cancelled, if we don't get
No, we won't,
cancelled,
we
if this
won't.
Don't get
episode
cancelled.
I
No, we
said-
kept it calm. We kept it
I
calm.
haven't said
Yeah.
anything. Council worthy.
Go ahead and quote his
I
mic
feel
up.
like
Yeah.
everyone's just been a bit
Go
frigid
ahead and
because
quote his mic up, yeah. Before it
I
says
mentioned
something
Africans.
diabolical.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
scared.
You being the African.
I am
Because we are
African.
yeah.
Yes, I am African, and then everyone was like, "Oh, you can't
But
talk
you are
about
a,
Africans."
you are a London-born African.
Yes.
London-born Zimbabwean.
Yeah, but I've been to Zimbabwe too. So like,
Have you?
London?
yeah, I've been to Zimbabwe.
He was born in London.
I've been to Zimbabwe.
He was born in London.
I've
He's a
lived,
London.
I've lived in London as well. Yeah,
Yeah, but
and like,
I was confused.
when's the last time you went to
It's
Zimbabwe?
outside of London, nah?
Oh yeah,
I was born out, but I lived in.
Yeah. Which part of Zimbabwe?
Which doesn't know.
I don't know. But I don't know because like when I was there, I didn't ask that question. I just know that my both predominantly there's the Vele and the Shona. It's predominantly my mom knows both.
Yeah.
But to me, I didn't really describe. I just thought, okay, I guess I thought at the time you just had to know Debele and Shona, but now I know these guys hate each other. Yeah, there's like a whole gang war
So
going
which one
on.
are you then, bro?
I'm forced to be both, so please don't hate me.
No, pick one, bro.
I love both. I will love both.
Pick a
Shona
side
and Debele.
right now.
Huh?
No, you can't pick a side.
I genuinely can't pick a side.
No,
I really don't want to do that to myself. Because next time I go to Zimbabwe, I don't want to get jumped.
Yeah, it's getting jumped straight up.
Let me tell you, get jumped regardless.
No one even thinks I'm from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It sucks. Everything about me is weird, isn't it? So it's like,
Oh yeah, we have always worried
Not
about.
weird.
We've always
no, they'd be like, oh, you sound a
let's
bit
call
funny,
it what
you
it
don't
is.
it's
look
not
it.
weird.
You know, my nephew is weird.
Okay.
My boy is weird. You know, we love him, but he's
He means in terms of like, you know, like compared to Zim, like not me in general. I'm actually a pretty sound
you
guy.
in general, sir.
I'm a pretty sound guy. He doesn't mean me in general. I'm actually pretty,
No, it's
pretty
okay.
solid.
Thank you. I mean, I really appreciate you. So
Of course.
you can go downstairs and get some, and I'll buy you some hot chocolates and well, some hot
Indeed.
cocoa or something.
Real.
A warm
Fantastic.
beverage with something, and then we can go home.
Indeed.
It's been, it's been emotional for me. You know me, I'm being the emotional guy. I'm holding back tears, because no, I'm not kidding. I really am.
We need to get you
really
home,
am,
dude. You're
and this has
sick.
been-
We need to
You're
get you
real.
home, yo.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we do, because we're
No,
heroes.
let me tell you, this has been awesome, and I appreciate you.
Trims and talk.
and I love you.
Trims and talk, yeah?
Trims and talk.
If you want us
Trims and
back,
talk.
yeah? Because I actually don't know when I'm
Yeah,
coming
like,
back.
like up this video for real.
We might.
Like up,
we
subscribe.
Thank you for joining us today.
Like it
Don't
and
forget to
subscribe.
subscribe
I'm
on your
not coming
favorite
back.
podcast
How about
platform
that? Yeah?
and never miss an episode.
I'm still waiting for your soundtrack.
Until next
you guys.
time,
Share to your,
keep
share to your
those
family.
conversations going
Music
and
video.
the
I haven't seen the video.
I haven't even seen the video. So you haven't seen the video. Music video. Bro, drop it and choose them. So it's music video.